Some cars are built with logic. Some are built with passion. And then there's a machine like the Mercedes-AMG One, a car that ignores every rule the automotive world has ever followed. It was not created to be sensible, comfortable, or practical. It was created for a single purpose: to prove that Mercedes-AMG could take the heart of a Formula One car and force it to survive on public roads. No compromises, no excuses, just pure engineering madness turned into reality. The AMG One is not the result of a business plan. It is the result of ambition pushed to its limit. It exists because a group of engineers looked at the most advanced power unit in motorsport and said they wanted to go further. They wanted to build something that should not exist. Something that would change the definition of a road car forever. Putting an F1 engine in a road car sounds simple until you try. Formula One engines are violent, impatient, and completely unstable at low speed. They need to be kept warm. They hate idling. They were never built to last thousands of kilometers. But Mercedes decided to force this engine to do the impossible. They took the exact 1.6-liter turbo hybrid V6 used by Lewis Hamilton and turned it into the heart of the AMG One. The engine revs to 11,000 revolutions per minute and screams with a sharp metallic pitch that sounds like pure aggression. With a hybrid system and 4 electric motors, the AMG One produces over 1,000 horsepower and launches from 0 to 200 kilometers per hour with brutal force. Engineers had to redesign almost everything. The cooling system alone is a masterpiece with multiple radiators and liquid channels to keep the F1 engine alive. The turbo works with electric assistance to remove lag and keep the response instant. The exhaust needed to be re-engineered so it would meet noise regulations without killing the F1 character. The suspension uses pushrods like a race car. The transmission had to be reinforced because an F1 gearbox would not survive regular driving. Nothing inside the AMG One is normal. The chassis is a full carbon monocoque. The seats are fixed to the structure to reduce weight and increase rigidity. The driver adjusts the pedals and steering wheel instead of the seat. The interior feels more like a cockpit than a luxury car. There is no comfort focus, no soft materials, no unnecessary buttons. Everything is built for speed, focus, and precision. When you sit in the AMG One, you feel like you're preparing for a qualifying lap, not a road trip. Driving it is an intense experience. The throttle responds instantly. The car reacts faster than your thoughts. The steering is sharp and direct. Every small movement delivers a result. The brakes bite with violent force thanks to massive carbon ceramics that survive extreme heat. The AMG One does not forgive mistakes. It was designed for skilled drivers who know how to respect a machine with this level of performance. The aerodynamics are alive. The car changes shape while driving. At high speed, the massive rear wing deploys. The roof scoop channels air directly into the engine. The front flaps open to increase downforce. The entire body manipulates the airflow to keep the car glued to the ground. It is not passive aerodynamics. It is active, intelligent, constantly adjusting to extract maximum grip and maximum stability. Making the AMG One street legal was another war. Emissions tests rejected the engine again and again. Noise regulations tried to shut it down. Safety requirements demanded changes that threatened the entire project. Mercedes kept fighting until every obstacle was solved. The result is shocking. A Formula One power unit that can pass inspection, drive in normal traffic, and still feel like a prototype race car. Owning an AMG One is not simple. The engine requires specific warm-up procedures. The hybrid system needs maintenance. Every inspection is extremely expensive. You cannot treat it like a normal car. You treat it like a race machine that happens to have a number plate. And the people who buy it understand that. Because owning this car is not about luxury. It is about having a piece of engineering history. The AMG One costs more than 2.7 million euros, but the price barely covers the development cost. Profit was not the goal. Pride was. Mercedes wanted to prove that their F1 technology was not just for the racetrack. They wanted to prove that their engineering power could conquer any challenge. The AMG One is not a product. It is a declaration of dominance. Only 275 units exist, each one hand-built, each one tested with the same seriousness as a race car, each one delivered to someone who understands what they are buying. Not a symbol of wealth, a symbol of commitment to speed, technology, and pure mechanical obsession. Seeing the AMG One on the road is like seeing a wild animal in the city. It does not belong there. It looks misplaced, too aggressive, too extreme for its environment. And that is what makes it unforgettable. You're not looking at a car. You're looking at engineering ambition that escaped the racetrack and refused to be stopped by physics, regulations, or common sense. The AMG One is proof that the impossible can be engineered. Proof that limits exist only for people who are afraid to break them. Proof that a car does not need to be comfortable or practical to be legendary. It needs to be fearless. And the Mercedes-AMG One is exactly that. A fearless machine that exists because someone inside Mercedes dared to ask a dangerous question. What if we build a Formula One car for the streets? And then they answered it with the most extreme road car ever produced.